Nothing better than a shutout, right?
Oh man, what a great feeling, and the guys played well and stayed hungry out there, so it was nice to see.
Kind of felt like a shutout too, where they didn't really have many chances to score. They weren't in the red zone much, and you guys kind of kept them on their side of the field for the most part.
Yeah, I think our guys were really locked in last week and throughout the week of practice, and it showed up on game day. So we got some good seniors that are leading us and showing us the way to go, and you're seeing it through the underclassmen as they get out there on the field.
How gratifying was it to see Taylor Comfort get that first sack?
It was great, and such, just love the young man to death, and as far as what he stands for and what he's gone through, and to be able to get out there and one start, but then also to get a sack in the game is pretty neat.
And to have Misi back, that obviously gives you depth. He also had a sack. But what does he add to that D-line?
He adds a lot of depth. He adds a lot of quickness and power. And so we're very glad to have him and have him back in the mix and back in the normal flow of things. So we're looking forward to getting the rest of the dust off of him and get him ready to go for this Saturday.
Can he play a few different spots there? Do you guys plan on kind of using him at a few different positions? I know he's been playing the nose tackle mainly.
Yeah, you know how we do it. We like to have him know both the nose and the tackle position. That way, if something happens, we can shuffle guys around. A great indicator of that is with Dallas Hobbs, and he's playing tackle through fall camp, and then we had the issues with Misi. We switched him over to nose to add some depth there, and that helped us out in that scenario. And now he'll move back, but at any moment he can move back over. And same thing with Will Rogers. We had him playing some defensive end, switched him to D tackle. And they have to know that to be more versatile, and that really helps us with recruiting because if we can find some kind of hybrid or dual threat kind of guys that can help us add depth and shuffle guys around as we need to make sure we got the best guys out there to give us an advantage.
Despite a change in DC, do you see a lot of continuity between last year? Obviously, 2 shutouts last year. This year, you guys have played well in 2 games. Is there still a lot of things that are happening that happened last year for you guys?
Oh, no question. Grinch and the rest of the staff, recruited great guys. And the philosophy was really the same, and that's what made my transition in last year really smooth because it was speed, it was get off the ball, penetrate, cause disruption. And of course, that's the same thing that Tracy wants to bring to the table as well. And the guys are comfortable, and that's what Tracy wanted with keeping the terminology the same, and just add a couple of wrinkles here and there. And they've accepted that and kind of flourished in it. And so we're just looking to continue to build on what we've been able to do the last couple of years as far as playing good, solid defense.
What do you make of Eastern, a team with a pretty quick quarterback who can also throw it pretty well?
Oh man, he's a great quarterback. I mean, he gets rid of that ball quick, and he's accurate, and he can run. He can get himself out of trouble. So he's one we gotta make sure that we practice hard and get our game face ready because it's going to be a big challenge for us, and we got to try to be able to keep him in the pocket as best as we can and try to slow him down a little bit.
Will you look at the game that you guys played against them a couple of years ago, or will you prefer to look at the more recent stuff from him?
Well, you always want to look at how teams attacked you in the past. So I'm sure we'll definitely take a look at that, and you always take a look at what hurt you in the games before, and you try to make sure that you're ready for that, and then you try to think about what some of the other things that they might do that fit into their scheme that they may try to hurt you with. And so you practice those, and you try to weather the storm and see how it goes on game day.
What do you make of the running back too? Is it kind of a scat back, McPherson, I think?
Yeah, I tell you what, their offense. I was looking at them a little bit here today. I mean, they've got some talented young men on that team, and it's going to be a great challenge. I think their offensive line. We got to do a great job of playing with our pad level low to make sure that we don't get pushed around in that sort, and we got to try to slow up that back and slow down the quarterback. They're very experienced and a well-coached team, so we got to make sure that we bring our A game and be ready for a battle.